All right, all right, all right. What's up, everybody? It's been a minute. It's been 2 minutes. It's been 3 minutes. Actually, how the hell long has it been since we've talked to this person? Let's welcome her back to the show, and she might even know the answer to that. The one and only Miss Alyssa Jacey. What's going on, Alyssa?
Hi, May. Um, Nothing much. Just trying to stage my little, backstage here, I guess. But my screen doesn't capture all that. So here's a plant, and a and a blue wall.
Oh, yeah, all right. I want to. I wanted to jump into something else first, but you already threw it out there, so I'm just going to go right into that part.
Okay.
The blue wall.
The blue.
If if people follow Alyssa on social media, especially Instagram and I'm guessing TikTok as well,
Yes.
not that I do the TikTok thing, but they will know Alyssa is in the middle of moving. And I was thinking about this because I think it was yesterday you were showing, you know, the your home is looking quite empty as you're moving into the new home. And I was thinking to myself, will there be blue walls? Because this is a very, I was like, that blue wall and the other surrounding blue walls have been very much backgrounds for photo shoots and singles and albums and stuff like that. So tell us.
And also with you, because I've had a couple interviews with you where I probably had a blue wall somewhere in the background.
Absolutely.
Will there be blue walls? For now, I think I'm going to leave them bright white. However, all my cabinets are blue.
Stop it.
I'm kidding. But it's not the Alyssa Jacey blue. It's not like electric royal blue. It's kind of more this shade, like more of a navy. But everything is chrome and silver, navy, white, and grays. That's the new decor. And I'm leaving this turquoise royal blue here at this house.
So I first off, I don't believe that for a second. I think there will be blue. I think you'll go through withdrawal. I give it 2 months tops.
Okay.
2 months I'm going to give it because I know you're always out and about and doing your thing. So I'll give it 2 months before you start to realize like you need some blue in your home life.
I mean, I'll tell you this much. I tried to get rid of well, let me rephrase that. A very good friend of mine suggested that when you come out of a divorce, you change the make, model, color of your car, you move, you just do anything to just switch up your life. And the only thing I had control over at that time was switching cars. And so I switched my make, model, and color. And it has been torture not driving a blue car. I know it sounds like total first world problems. And if you knew me, I just driving a non-blue car is super strange and it feels uncomfortable and weird. And so I am switching back to blue next month.
Nice. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, I did that. Like I went when I went through my divorce, I took the leap and went from Philly to Nashville. So I got far away from the problem.
Yeah, well, good for you. I mean, and I got lucky that certain someone moved out of state, but still, I guess from what other people who have what they've suggested from what they've gone through, change everything possible. But now I get to move out of the house and also be back to driving a blue car. So go me in my life.
I was going to. All right, I'm gonna go back to my normal course of the interview because I was jumping to other things first, but I'm gonna work my way into that before we get into that topic because you touched on something I was about to go there, but we'll wait.
Okay. Nice necklace, by the way. Is that it's a live animal?
You like that? That's like my co-host Sam the cat.
Hi, Sam. Kitty.
So something else that you've done. And again, people who know Alyssa, she is constantly on the go. She's constantly working, whether it's music, shows, the brand, what have you. The blue. But you recently have taken on a manager.
Yes.
So I'm dying to talk to you about this.
Sure.
Okay. Is this the first time you've had a manager?
Yes, it's the very first time I've ever had anything more than myself and my entertainment attorney. I've been working with my entertainment attorney, Brad, for 11 or 12 years now, and it's just been
Okay.
the two of us. And now we have a manager on board, and then an agency team people thing, and it's like growing little by little, and it's awesome.
So, all right. So the manager, how did you end up finding somebody that would fit you?
So, what I heard from the beginning of my career was managers will come to you. Whenever you're ready, they will seek you out based off of your numbers and what you're selling with your shows and your numbers, or social media numbers, and all those things. And I have had 3 people approach me over the years expressing interest. A couple people I did test the waters with, and it wasn't good because they say they're going to do something and they don't,
Right.
and it ends up falling back on you. And so I have always had to kind of wear every single hat that there is. And then roughly January, February of this year, my mom and my brother were at the um, it was not a showcase and it was not a actual event, but the owner creator of Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp
Okay.
hosting something. And
Okay.
his name is, I not want to confuse anybody, but his name is David Fishoff. David
Okay.
Bellinzon, my manager, and David Fishoff were talking. And my brother, my mom, and I, my brother, who's been doing the Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp for like 8 or 9 years now, and David are pretty close. And so he introduced my mom to him, and they're just kind of talking, and David Bellinzon's like, okay, I'm a music manager, blah, blah. My mom just goes, my daughter, and just starts going off like moms do about their kids. And he's like, okay, let me just give me her website. I'll check her stuff out. And if I'm interested, I will let you know. And he did some research and looked at whatever he needed to look at and told my mom I could call him. And then we talked in February for the first time and decided over a handful of months of talking and kind of testing little baby waters out there that we would start officially working together as of June or July, August, not that long ago, very, very shortly ago, a few months ago.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's exciting.
I'm so excited. This is again, it's never happened before. So I'm like, what's next? And it's so wonderful to work with someone who follows through. It's such a big deal to me. I have not had that before. And this industry is so finicky, and it's tough to rely on people other than yourself. And it's really wonderful, and just such a breath of fresh air to work with him and his team, his assistant, everyone.
Was it scary? Because like you said, you haven't been able to rely on people to do that stuff. So were you kind of scared to let go of anything, to let him?
I wouldn't use the word scared. I would definitely say there is a bit of, I don't want to use that word either. I'm used to doing things the way I've been doing them, right? And so
Right.
it has been not even a challenge, but a really welcoming, friendly, awesome challenge to kind of not even negotiate. I'm looking for words here that I can pull out of the sky, but it's been a fun challenge to let go of certain things and give someone else the reins. In fact, I am so used to doing everything on my own. I'm like, are you sure you want me to do that? And he's like, this is what managers are for. I got it. I'm like, are you sure? Okay. Thank God. Like, it's just so nice. It's some of these things I just don't have to worry about at all. And it's really wonderful.
How much free time has it opened up for you?
Hardly any right now. There's just a little bit of a couple things like certain forms that I would have to fill out for applications such as the showcase that I just did. Instead of me filling out everything and uploading everything and doing all that stuff, his team or himself, and he's got his connections of people that he personally invited to come out and see the showcase that I obviously would not have had without him. It's a lot of introductory conversations right now, introducing me to people that he knows in the industry and just getting my name out there, as well as introducing me to things like the showcase I just did that I never would have heard of if it weren't for him.
It's got to be also too. I mean, credibility, like you're saying, because now you have that manager and he's found you this showcase like you never would have found out, and other things I'm sure that are like you didn't know about or anything like that, and now you're getting more privy to because of having that manager.
Very much so. Yes. Yeah. Very. That's so cool, and I just can't wait to see what happens. This is just the beginning
Right.
of it, and so many positive things have come out of his mouth, and he's not a BSer, which I certainly would sniff out right away. I don't, and I can't, and I will not work with anyone who isn't direct. I want to be able to grow and learn, and I want to be a better artist, and so I want to work with someone who is just as honest, as I am. And I think that makes a really good team if you guys have open communication
Yeah.
and have the same idea of where you want to go. That's one of the first things I noticed on one of our very first calls is he said, I can see this about your past. I can see this about where you are now. And I can see this about your future. Where do you stand on all those things? And I was like, holy crap, you just nailed everything in my head. That's exactly where I have seen myself. That's exactly where I see myself now. And that's exactly where I see myself going. And it's amazing that without even meeting him in person, because he's in San Diego and I'm in Nashville, that he just knew. I don't know. It was almost too good to be true, but it's wonderful. And it is true.
That's awesome. Now, how about what if he like said to you, you guys were on the same page with everything, but he said, Alyssa, the only thing I'm going to suggest is no more blue.
Nope. No, hell no. Absolutely not. Thank goodness that he already is on board with my brand. So
a nice sigh of relief. So now, I mean, you have the manager and you're like building a team behind you?
Yes. So he has the McCoy Artist Group locked in with David Bellins on management. And it's just another team of people who they have me on their website, and these agents are connected with other people that David, yes, is connected with, and some of them he's not. So it's just broadening the availability of, I guess, who I can meet and where I can go and where I can audition and showcase and perform and who I can get in front of. And it's like falling in love for the first time, but I'm a little speechless and stuttering a little bit because I'm like, I can't believe this is finally happening. And I never knew if it was going to. I just kind of had given up on finding a manager after the first 2 or 3 didn't really work out. And I'm just really thankful, and I'm excited for 2024. So excited.
That's awesome. I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
Now, something again, people need to be following you on social media because it's not only is it entertaining, but it's just so eye-opening to see all you do. It's not just Alyssa, playing music or getting behind a drum set that she loves to do so much, or just you're seeing her out and about and hustling. And part of that hustle was a few months ago you went to, was it Alabama or somewhere, and you were just like, you drove there and you just started heading into hotels. And I was like, look at this, like taking no prisoners, just going in and walking out with the gig.
Well, hi. Thanks for watching, by the way, on TikTok. I want to say hi to y'all. Yeah, I call that gig shopping. I want to coin that term. I don't think it's used anywhere else. I just started, when I need work, I will just get in my car and bring my musician's resume with me, which is called a one sheet, and go door to door and sell myself, essentially. So I just looked up the nicest hotels in Birmingham and Huntsville, and just went from hotel to hotel and nice music venue to nice music venue and introduced myself. And next thing I know, I am performing the very next night at one of the places in Birmingham. And then 2 or 3 weeks later, I got a double booked at one of the venues, beautiful venue in Huntsville. And I want to teach, I want to inspire other people to go do that, because I have some really great dear friends that just have talent oozing out of their eyelashes, and they're looking for work. And I was like, just go take yourself door to door, go gig shopping. Go gig shopping. Yeah. It's fun. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of, it's a beautiful challenge. And sometimes you get the door shut in your face, and sometimes you get invited to play that night or the next night or 2 weeks later.
But you need to have that personality like you have. I mean, you have to have that outgoing personality to do that.
I wouldn't even call it outgoing. I would say somewhat confident, I suppose. And
True.
I mean, you gotta definitely believe in yourself. If you want to get work, you can't walk in and be like, "Oh, I think I can play here. I'm not sure. Thing, am I good enough? I don't know." You gotta take that risk. And like I said, so I got no's all over the place, but I got a couple yeses, and it's just so worth it. Even for one yes, it's like, okay, cool, yes, awesome, can't wait to do this again. So I go gig shopping from time to time. I go gig shopping in Nashville every once in a while.
And you're always out and about in Nashville.
I'm trying not to be. I'm out and about in Nashville when I play a million shows, and I'm trying to dial back all the little shows and try to do some more bigger, bigger ones. But I don't know. When you say I'm out and about in Nashville all the time, how do you mean? Just like running around?
Well, yeah. Well, no, I see it with all the gigs you were doing. I have noticed you have scaled it back here in Nashville.
Mm-hmm. But yes.
You just took my next question away, so you're not going to answer it.
What's your question? Go ahead and ask, and I'll see if I'll answer.
I was going to say why I just scaled it down in Nashville.
I'll just say, how do I say this? Making room for things that are going to take up some more time, that are, I don't want to say more important, but just making room for what's coming.
Okay. That's a great segue to my next question then.
Bring it.
So, the last time we talked, you had just released your last album, which was your 10th album.
Yes.
And you stated numerous times leading up to it that was going to be your last album. And now that you have management and you're holding your breath, and will there be more music or albums from Alyssa Jacey in the future? Is that something that could be an important thing holding you back from playing more shows in Nashville?
Interesting. Okay, so let me rewind and lovingly correct you, because people are saying this incorrectly. I never said it was going to be my last album. I said if it doesn't do what I think it's going to do, then I'm going to put music on as a back burner as I pursue my other passions, such as career coaching other artists. If it does what I think it's going to do, then you're going to see a lot more of me, were my exact words. And it did, and it is doing still exactly what I thought it was going to do, maybe even more so than what I thought. And so I'm here, and I'm here very much, and I'm going to be here more next year comes. And I do have an unexpected song. I will announce this on the Bay Ragni show for the first time, first listen, first hear, I guess. A brand new song will be coming out very, very, very soon. It's called New. And it's written for Sync. So I co-wrote it for Selling the OC and your back to school Target ads and Old Navy. It was so close to getting out just before in August when everyone was going back to school. But unfortunately, due to other outside circumstances, I couldn't get it completed in time. But it is on its way, and it's in its mixing stage. And it is very, 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 very unlike anything I've ever released.
I'm very intrigued.
I made myself sound really nasally, and I don't mean this in an insulting way at all, because I'm going to drop two names that I've been told from people who've heard it so far that I sound like Fergie and Gwen Stefani in this song.
Okay.
It's not my voice. It's my voice, but I almost was going to mimic it right now. I don't think I should, but it's so sassy, and I don't think you really recognize that it's me, but it showed me that I can kind of be a different character in the studio than I
Okay.
knew or thought that I could. And I did it specifically I was coached to do it. Like, can you try doing this? Ooh, that sounds cool. Okay, keep going. And next thing I know, we've got this song, and it started as just like a couple verses and a chorus. And then I brought it to, luckily I've been introduced to one of the kings of sync licensing. And he's like, this is absolutely amazing. You got to write a bridge, make the chorus bigger, come back to me when you have a full version. And so I just completed it with my co-writer, and it will be releasing soon.
I can't wait to hear this.
It's so different. Like, I wish I could somehow, if I played something on here, can you hear it if I play it through the...
I think so, yeah.
Well, let's just wonder about that. Let's see. Downloads. Let's see if you work. Okay, tell me if you can hear this.
What is this feeling that makes me feel so free? I wanna feel
That's not you.
until it's feeling me. It's never out of season like a classic melody. I'm gonna sing it, drop the beat. We got that new, nothing go on until you just grow, shake it like
No
you
way.
Okay, that's enough. That's me.
I'm blown away.
Weird, right?
Yeah, but it's great. That's so freaking catchy. But it sounds nothing like you.
Not really, no. I mean, if you really listen, you can kind of hear me. But yeah, I definitely changed my nasal approach.
Now, did you like singing like that?
It was fun. I don't think it's something I want to make a whole album out of, but if this does what I think it's going to do, and if people hear it and they want more of that sound, then I'm here for you guys. So if that's what you want, I will make more of that.
Now, you said you like wrote that for like possibly like a Target ad or something like that. Did you ever do that before, like writing in the mind of thinking like in that way of thought, or?
Not really, no. I think everything I've written up to this point, up till that point, has been really just my personal experience or my life experience, or feeding off of other people's experiences that they shared with me, things like that. But for this particular thing, my co-writer and I got in the room, and I believe I said something like, I really want to write a catchy pop song for sync.
Mhm.
And we just started writing, and the next thing I know, that song, half of it was written, and then I came back for the second co-write to finish it, and then we're like, yeah, let's lay down a little demo of it. And then I believe it was his suggestion that for me to, can you do this like little with your voice? Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll try. And then then that came out. So, and then
That's awesome.
And I pitched it to this particular person who happens to already have a gazillion songs synced in, selling the OC and things like that. And he's like, you got to record that, add the bridge, make the gang vocals larger and chorus, and send it to me, because this is easily placeable.
Oh yeah.
And that's one of my goals, is to get placed, songs placeable.
I instantly, like, I said to myself two things instantly with that. Great freaking pop song, and you can instantly hear it in an ad for anything.
Thank you. Well, sure. I guess, yeah. Can you hear it? I want to release it like now, but I'm afraid to release it around Christmas time, because I don't want it to be remembered as and associated with, Christmas presents. It's not a Christmas song, or a holiday song, right? So then I'm like, okay, do I wait till the new year? And people hear new, it's the new year, but I don't know if I should. I don't know. What do you think, you guys? Do you think I should release it just whenever, or?
I think just release it. Just release it and go for it. Look, people will say about Die Hard. Die Hard's a Christmas movie, or it's not a Christmas movie. Who cares what they think? Just release it as long as they love it. That's all that matters.
Okay. All right. I'll do that.
Yeah. And if they want to like have that Die Hard argument about it, whether it's a Christmas song or not, who cares? it'll make it stick around even longer.
Right. Well, actually, see, here's the thing about having a manager. I have to run everything by him. So the decisions that I'm used to making on my own, like, okay, yeah, I'll just release it whenever. Nope, I'm going to have to go to him and be like, David, when am I allowed to release this? And he's like, Alyssa, no. Or yes, So,
I make sure when you guys get that final answer from him, I want to know.
okay.
I want to hear what he says.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just ready for everything. There's just so many wonderful things, and that's one of them. I'm very happy to hear that you liked it, and thank you for letting me debut it on your show.
Absolutely. So, okay, now with the last album,
Yes,
you went deep. You went really deep with a lot of the whole album. Like you said, it was your definitely your most emotional voyage into songwriting for yourself. Is there, like, looking back now, do you think to yourself like, maybe I went a little too far, or I'm glad I've gotten it off my chest, or
yes to the second one and no to the first one. I don't regret. I have zero regrets of any lyric that I've released because I won't allow myself to release anything that isn't wholeheartedly true. And if I have any kind of, not even a regret, but any kind of change, I think I would have spent more time with the vocals. Maybe I listen to my voice back and I'm never really satisfied with it. Recordings are so hard to, at least for me, I prefer people to hear me live versus my recordings. I just don't think I sound the way that I want you to hear me sound on any of my albums. And that's the closest one. I would certainly say the album Showing Up is by far the closest I've ever gotten to capturing the different tones and styles of my voice and the genres of music that I write in. But it's still, when I listen back, I sometimes kind of cringe, honestly, at my own voice. I'm like, man, I don't like how I sound right there. But it's all a stepping stone, and it's the learning process every single time.
now how about did you have a favorite song when you released the album?
When I released it, it has changed since then. But
That's what I wanted to know.
Oh, okay. What a cool question. Thank you for asking that. I would never have thought to ask that if I were the interviewer. See Me Cry, the opening track, because that song, alongside Man of God, I think those are the two. See Me Cry and Man of God are the two that I think captured my voice the best.
Okay.
And maybe Love Doesn't Love, possibly. But See Me Cry, I love the rap in there, that fast speaking part. And I love the big sound. I love how involved I was in the production process. And then I got to put percussion on it. And I was very involved in the mixing process. Every song I was, but this particular one, I was just, I rewrote it so many times thinking that rap was too specific. But unless you know details, you don't know. So you hear that song and maybe you just go like, oh, cool, something about Aladdin and Jafar and 80 degrees, cool, and you don't know. So, and I've been slowly learning after, even though a million of you have told me in the industry, just stop telling so much of the story and let the people who are listening to your songs listen to it and receive it as they want to.
Okay.
I have a tendency, because I'm a storyteller in my lyrics, and I'm also obviously like to talk, and I over communicate from time to time. So I might overshare what songs are about. So I'm going to dial it back. I'm learning and not tell anyone specifics about the rap. But to answer your question in a very long-winded answer, See Me Cry was the first song I would say that I was the most excited about.
And how about now?
I don't know. It's a toss up, because Sha La La Love and Love Is All You Need, those are the core two that you'll hear probably at every single show for quite a while. I just enjoy that upbeat, pop country-ish style, mostly pop, I think, and having that fast speaking rap part in both of them, and their positive, just their positive lyrics and their positive message. I really enjoy singing them, and I'm loving the reactions that I'm getting from people when they hear those songs. So probably those two, but not because of my vocal performance, more so just because of the song. What about you, Bay?
My personal favorite was always Choosing Boys.
Yes, I remember you saying that. You're like, this is a hit.
and I still swear to those words. I mean, the whole album is amazing, but that was one that just instantly, because you played it on the show, the first interview we did, you played it, and
Yeah.
it blew me away. I was like, holy shit, she's the real deal.
Well, thank you. I'm working as hard as I can to show people that you are hopefully right. But Choosing Boys is one of my favorite songs I've ever written, just as a fun. It just says so much, and it's this strange recording because it's like surf rock mixed with pop country rap. And that was fun to record that one for it to come out the way that it did. And so that'll always be one of my favorites too, but just I think not necessarily the recording or the vocals, but just this, like the song itself. I'm glad that you liked it so much. But have you shifted your favorite over the year almost?
Now you're gonna make me think.
Okay.
I'm gonna say,
well, that's TikTok too. If you guys are watching and you know the Showing Up album, was there a favorite song of yours when you first heard the album release almost a year ago? And has that changed over the last 11 months? Please let me know, and I'll share it on the Ragni Show.
see me cry deep. I'm gonna stick with Choosing Boys.
Oh, good. Okay.
I'm gonna stick with it. Sha-la-la Love is another one, but I still keep going back to Choosing, because I have that sentimental connection because you played it for me.
I love that you love it. Yeah. That's cool. It is really fun to hear the favorites. So Vincent on TikTok is saying Man of God is his original favorite. And is that still your favorite, or has that shifted over the year? I don't know the whole album yet, but Man of God from Scott D. 2 Man of Gods so far. Good to know. Thank you, Scott, for answering. Thank you, Vincent, for that.
That one, like, really.
Love Is All You Need from Chuck. Thank you, Chuck.
Man of God really threw me for a loop. Those lyrics. Wow.
I'm an honest songwriter, but it does not get in my whole repertoire of songs ever. I don't think I've ever been. No, I know for a fact I've never been more honest about.
I can imagine.
Songwriting.
I don't think you can get much more honest than that.
Well, I just want people to know that I did not hold back just to make the situation sound different than it was. It's legitimately the truth from top to bottom, start to finish. And you and I have talked about this in previous interviews. And those of you who have heard me tell the story, you'll know that I wouldn't allow myself to release it unless it was 100% accurate. And those lyrics are quotes from what that person said to me in our marriage, and the real life stories of what I experienced while in that relationship, in that marriage.
I gotta ask, did you hear any flack afterwards after that coming out, or?
I was deathly afraid. I
was too.
not enough to not release it, but I was close because my attorney advised me not to release it.
I can imagine. And
I was like, you know what? I'd rather take the risk, because what honestly could I possibly be sued for if it's slander?
Yeah.
But it's the truth. It's
right.
The truth. So but you can't take Man of God and sue the artist who performed and released that, and then go to Carly Pearce's album, Written in Stone, and not do the same thing, because we both are very similar with where these songs came from, and we also don't necessarily hold back with. I mean, you just know who it's about. We say our ex-husbands. It's like we're not going to drop names, but
Right.
figure it out. So
Yeah.
but it's because of her. It truly is because of Carly. The reason why I released that song the way that I released it is because of her. She really encourages bravery and honesty in songwriting, and she didn't hold back. So why should I? Taylor Swift is another one.
Right. Is that a song that's like that you get to do live a lot, or?
Man of God, I don't do it live all the time because if I'm playing at night, especially on a weekend, most people don't want to hear
Yeah.
that kind of a deep ballad.
Yeah.
But when it does get requested, I do try to appease. You know, I want to play it for people, and I want to play it for myself too, because it's not one of the ones that I play all the time. You know, like Sha La La Love or Love Is All You Need. Those are staples, and now Top Shelf, soon to be recorded. But yes, so yeah, I hope that answers your question.
So you discussed how you've been scaling down the shows in Nashville, but you have a big show coming up October 10th.
I do.
At the good old City Winery of Nashville in
Yes.
the lounge.
Yes, I do.
So is this more of what you're talking about? More shows at places like that?
Just I mean, yes, but other things, you know, like there just 2024, towards the end of 2024, I'm gonna have to wait. I am so impatient when it comes to I'm just so excited. I want everything to happen yesterday. And you think that after being in the industry for as long as I have, you would understand that's just not the way that things work. And I guess I understand it, but I still want it, you know, now.
Sure.
So after this showcase that I did in Indianapolis a week ago, today and yesterday, oh my God, what an experience. What experiences. So it's just incredible. But with what happened there, a lot of what will happen won't happen until the middle to the end of next year, like May to September, I was hearing. So I just gonna sit back and move and keep writing and release new, and I'll record and release Top Shelf soon as well, and keep playing City Winery and doing other things until other things happen.
Interesting. And your good friend Claire will be with you.
Yes, I call her Clar.
Now the funny thing was, I actually, it might have been last Thursday or Friday. I got this new job, and I was like in the delivery work van, and I'm being trained, so I have to like be low key.
Right.
And we were driving on a street in Nashville, and there was Claire walking with her guitar, and I wanted to be like, Claire, and scream to her, but I had to be like Joe Professional, so I was just like, all right.
Oh, she would have loved to. You can do that, right? Can't you? No.
I guess I don't know. I should have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would want you to yell hi to me if you see me.
Yeah. So yeah, it was funny. So October 10th, the big show.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, because you when she played there recently, you were backing her up.
Yes. So let's see how this went. March was my very first show there. We played like a week apart from each other in May.
Okay.
And that was her first time there. And then she played again. I don't remember when that was. And then I played again in August. But yeah, for her, I think I opened just with one song, but I accompanied her for her show. I got to play percussion and sing harmonies on. Not only is she one of my very best girlfriends, but I find her and her music to be absolutely incredible. It's so inspiring, and she's got such I call it just an electric performance aspect to her. Like there's just, you don't want to take your eyes off of her, and her voice is so incredible, and her message is so meaningful. And to be able to play percussion, which I love and I want to do more of, and to be able to sing on these songs that I love so much. She has a new album called Helping Hand, and there's a song called A Voice that I lost my absolute over when I first heard it, and now it's my go-to. Like, I can't, please play that song. So I'm very excited to, when she's going to open, I'll probably get on stage for that one song to join her for percussion. But this is a legitimate opening set for her for about 20 to 25 minutes, and then I'll do my 90-minute set afterward.
Cool. Would we ever see in the future a full Alyssa Jacey band?
Yes, you do, but not often. So like twice a year, I play with a full band. And you can see some of that on my Instagram or YouTube. And yes, I think coming up, there might be some more opportunity for that.
Okay.
Maybe not next year, but in the coming years, just depending on what is asked of me. A lot of what I'm doing with my manager coming up is a lot of just mostly solo stuff, like you see with my multiple instruments on my feet and the one-woman band show.
Right.
As needed, I will continue to play with hopefully the guys that I play with 1 or 2 times a year, but they are all professional touring musicians with big names. So it just depends on if they're in town or not.
Nice. Well, Alyssa, this has been amazing catching up with you. I'm super excited for everything happening. I can't wait to hear all the details of what's really going on that you can't tell us yet.
I just want to wait to hear I'm learning. This has been a long process of learning for me to just zip it until something actually happens. So while there are things in the works, until it's written in stone, I just know what's being said, and I got to wait for the contracts. But until then, City Winery, October 10th, it's the 1-year anniversary for showing up the album. And it is so, I hope. It's just so important and exciting to be able to perform at City Winery and do it with Claire as well. But it's just, I really want to get the word out again for this album and make sure that it doesn't lose its life. So while it is a year old, I want to keep it alive.
I can't believe it's a year already.
I know. Crazy, right?
Yeah. So weird. Where the hell's the time going?
I have no idea. But my body is telling me that I'm getting older because my knees are starting to make noise that they never have done before. And there's like gray hair showing up everywhere. I'm like, what the hell is happening?
Hello.
I'll embrace the gray one day. I don't know if you can see any. I've been dying. Here, see some gray. Replacing it with blue.
I gave it up, and then I was like, embrace it.
Yeah.
But I got plenty of years on you too, so.
Yeah. Still spring chickens over here. Come on, babe.
Hey, I know. I'm still that Toys R Us kid. Believe me.
I really am thankful for you having me back on to
absolutely
talk about what's happening, and I'm promoting as I'm wearing this stuff. So this is my Love Is All You Need is one of my favorite songs. It's my closer, I call it. It's on local radio. It's on a lot of radio stations across the U.S. For your local radio stations, you can call and ask for Love Is All You Need by Alyssa Jacey. And I don't have a ton of hats left. These sold out almost immediately. So this is the second run that I've gotten of these hats. But you can't find the merch on my website at the moment. So if you are interested in the tank tops or the hats, you can or stickers, you can find me on Facebook or Instagram me and let me know that you're interested, and I can tell you what sizes I have available, and I would love to hook you up. It goes for you too.
All them TikTok people over there.
Yes. I don't know why I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, and for some reason people can still call you in the middle of your phone being on Do Not Disturb. You just don't hear it, and so it stops the live stream for a minute.
Yeah. I know that pain. When we're recording videos and stuff, it does the same thing. It screws it all up. So, all right, Alyssa, thank you so much again. Everybody, October 10th, City Winery. Go get those tickets. Be there. See her. See Claire. Or how do you say it? Claire.
Claire. Yes, I say it CLAWWWR. Claire. Claire.
I got to talk to her too. She was like, she was texting. I think it was before her City Winery show. She was texting me to do an interview, but I was all wrapped up with the restaurant. And yeah,
Definitely do a follow up with her because she's
Yeah.
got so much going on and always does. And if y'all are looking to find tickets, City Winery in Nashville, you can find it on their website. Of course, AlyssaJacey.com has the ticket link as well.
cool. Place
Yeah.
to be. Go there.
Yes. And wear blue. Bring the crew and wear your blue. When you deck yourselves out in blue, I donate a portion of my ticket sales to the Alzheimer's Association. It's a big
Nice.
part of what I do. So while blue is my brand and I'm obsessed with it and I love it and you look good in it, everybody does. It means something to me because I lost my grandma to Alzheimer's and this is my way of giving back. So please bring the crew and wear your blue.
And the countdown is also on for when she moves in and brings the blue wall back as well.
You guys heard it first. Bay's calling it. He gives me 2 months for me to live
2
with my
months.
ex, and then we'll see how crazy I go.
We need to have the official move-in date and then a countdown.
Yes, yeah, official moving date. I start moving this Friday, but little by little. So probably by the end of the first week of October, should be in there.
All right, we'll make October 10th the official
Sure.
move-in date.
Great. Okay.
There you go.
Great.
So by December 10th, the blue wall will be in.
You might be right. I mean, I'm not even going to say that you're absolutely not right at all because I know what it's like to not be around blue and it sucks. So you might be right. I mean, I don't know.
We'll keep tabs on that.
Okay.
All right, Alyssa, thanks so much. We'll talk again soon. October 10th, everybody be there.
Yes. Thank you, babe.
You're welcome. Take care.
Okay. Good night.